Our top story, US regulators have voted to end so-called net neutrality, which now could significantly alter the web experience for millions of people. It will allow internet providers to charge extra to prioritize their traffic, effectively creating a slow lane for smaller websites. Well, here's a breakdown of how it all works. We access the web through internet service providers, ISPs. At the moment, companies have to treat all online traffic equally. But the US Federal Communications Commission says that's preventing websites from investing trillions of dollars in their services. And now with net neutrality regulations gone, ISPs will be free to charge a premium to prioritize certain apps and services. Breaking down what happened earlier, Samira Khan.
Well, the FCC's latest decision will repeal Obama's regulations that were passed in 2015. And as expected, the vote was 3-2 along party lines, with Republicans voting in favor of the deregulation order and Democrats voting against it. But one Democratic commissioner who voted against the order made her feelings known and had some very fierce remarks for the committee, to say the very least.
I dissent from this rash decision to roll back net neutrality rules. I dissent from the corrupt process that has brought us to this point. As a result of today's misguided action, our broadband providers will get extraordinary new powers. They will have the power to block websites, the power to throttle services, and the power to censor online content. Now, our broadband providers will tell you they will never do these things. They say, just trust us. But know this. They have the technical ability and business incentive to discriminate and manipulate your internet traffic.
Now, many are outraged, understandably so, but with all the backlash, this could eventually end up going to court. And activists might even pressure Congress to overturn the vote. But this is a partisan issue, so would it really have any effect? Nonetheless, these online democracy defenders shouldn't really lose hope, as they aren't exactly without allies. 39 senators sent a letter to the FCC expressing their discontent. Representative Keith Ellison, he even spoke at today's protest. And they have the resistance on their side. Representative Maxine Waters gave quite a stirring speech earlier this morning. But I asked a few protesters about the issue, so let's check out what they had to say.
Hey, bye, can't you see? We want net neutrality!
Really, that's the big problem here. It's these giant ISPs seem to think that they should have all the advantages and all the decisions to make about what should be content on the internet. And it should be a public utility. And especially in the 21st century, when you have a lot of communication skills that need to be improved and taught in schools, the internet is essential for finding a job, having a portfolio, doing anything you can to get information.
Protect the net! Protect the net! Hey, bye, can't you see? We want net neutrality!
It's an important part of democracy to have equal communication, equal access to communication, not just let the privileged and the super rich have every advantage in a so-called democracy.
This is going to shut out a lot of small businesses, a lot of small websites, and prevent small voices from being heard and prevent me from hearing these small voices.
Now, with all that being said, scrapping net neutrality could very well affect how we surf the web, but is it really the death of the internet, like some are saying? Well, that, of course, remains to be seen.